Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I have a sketchbook tour here for you guys. I actually have 3 of them today. These are the ones that I have completed in my lifetime. So there's a lot of things from like different interests to different drawing styles and just different like skill levels as well. Because I know here's from like 2013 or some from there all the way up to 2022, I believe. So there's just gonna be quite a lot. It's a chatty video today, so if you want to just grab your own sketchbook, have me in the background, that's totally fine. I do that all the time with sketchbook tours as well. So let's just go ahead and dive in. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the first one. This is actually like the thinnest one, and I think it's like in the middle of all these sketchbooks, as like time-wise. This was in 2019, but kind of the sticker in the front is Mortimer or Psychic Circle. I can't be too sure if she still does things, but that's where I had originally gotten that from. And there's gonna be lots of hairs because I have a very hairy dog and she sheds everywhere. So if you see little stragglers, it is her. And then these are just like things that I got from Wish. And this notebook or the sketchbook is I believe it's a Canson sketchbook, like mixed media, and there's a lot of paper that's like been ripped out, so I think that's why it's not its original amount, or it could be, I really don't remember. But the date that I had originally started this was October 1st in 2017, and then I guess I just dropped it, and I know the exact moment that I dropped it too. But then I restarted it in April 12th, 2018, and then finally finished it December 13th, 2019. And then here this was left blank because I was gonna do like a little like intro page or like a finished page or something, but I guess I never got to it. And we're starting off with Inktober 2017. This one was a Ghost-tacular. I don't really remember her name. I think it was Miss Uapsi. I could be totally wrong in pronouncing that wrong, but she like kind of hosted this challenge of like ghosts and creepy things, and it started off with Bloody Mary. And when I thought Inktober, I really thought it was like dip ink and like the calligraphy point, like the ones that like you kind of push and whatnot. I don't know if like, pretty sure people are familiar with those, but like basic calligraphy pens. And so I like went out and bought like a black and a red to kind of do this with it, but I slowly lost interest in it, and I just felt like it was just too difficult of a medium. I kind of continued with that art supply over here and kind of just, I think this one was a little bit better than the other one, like skill wise of using the pen, because I believe the border is calligraphy pen, but the drawing herself is like just a ballpoint pen. You can kind of see it's kind of like gray instead of like a deep black. And then the blue too, that is also ink, like actual iridescent ink. And over here on this side, this I usually came back for later. I would fill this page and then leave this one empty, but then I didn't like the emptiness, so I kind of came back later on. So there's mostly gonna be like doodles or ideas or just like random stuff on that side. As you can see here, this was like a concept that I never came to fruition. And here's another drawing that is just ink and dip ink. This one is the Bell Witch. And then we have Old Hollywood, Marilyn Monroe. And then just a tester page, I guess. And then we have Dolly Madison. I think this one was like not bad. Like I think it looked really nice for what I was trying to achieve, doing like hatching and doing like with like the calligraphy pen, something I wasn't very familiar with, so I think it looks really nice just the way it is. And then over here I just had some, I think I was trying to like better my drawing in like very short time, but I don't think I really like any of them. Actually, I know I don't really like any of them. Over here, I think this has to be probably like one of my favorite spreads, because this was done in 2017 and then this one was done in 2018. So I came back like less than a year later to do this one, but I kind of gave up on the whole calligraphy pen ink thing, and I had a bunch of gel pens and random pens that I have, so I just decided to do it in blue because I was like, well, a pen is still ink, so it still checks out, you know. And then over here, this was, like I said, a year later with like a brush pen and then like a pen with like ink, an ink pen, but it was like one of those watercolor pens, and it just had like diluted ink in them. Over here, I wanted to do the same thing as the last page, but I didn't finish this page, as you can see, but they were supposed to be just like pink girls and like happy, like pink vibe, but I never finished it. And then, yeah, I don't remember being a fan of this one. And we have a redraw here with the original being on the right, the 2017 version, and then the 2018 version is what, a 6-month difference. As you can see, like going forward, I got like obsessed with this black lip. I don't know if I saw it someone else do it. I feel like that's probably what happened, because I see a couple here still happening over here, just coloring like the upper lip. But I did that a lot for a lot of my drawings, and I remember my dad came up to me, he's like, why do they have mustaches? So I made me reevaluate after that. I have another little redraw. Remember this one, I was just like, if I could just move that eye just a little bit up, like this drawing would look great. And then I did this one, and I think I did the same mistake where her eye is just a little too droopy. This one I really enjoy drawing. This one, it's like a Pinterest drawing. Most of my drawings are from Pinterest, and I just saw it there. I can't remember if I did it with pencil first. I want to say I did, and then just kind of like lightly feathered on pen on top of it. I think it was like a micron pen, like a very thin one. So I really like how it looks. And this is another just like a Pinterest study that I did with pen. I actually really like how like the shading and stuff of this one is. I have another drawing that I was gonna do just so a Pinterest girl. Didn't like her hands, so I just titled it Graceful and Monster Hands, as if it was intentional. This one I think it was just me like kind of getting over Inktober, and I didn't know what to draw, so I was just like, I'm just gonna do some random doodle. And I think I was gonna intend to do like all of these up here, but I just never got to it. And then okay, there's that black lip again, but this one was done on June 1st, 2018, which is actually when me and my husband started dating. So I don't even remember having time to draw that day, because I hung out with him like all day that day as friends. And yeah, I genuinely don't know when I did that. And then over here is still that Inktober challenge, and I actually really love this one. I have like a speed draw of this one, and I just really enjoyed the colors, and it's iridescent. I don't know if like the camera will like pick it up or not, but yeah, it's like iridescent. This was like my OC Axel, that like, you know, whenever you daydream, you have that one person you always kind of like go back to, and this was her for me, and I felt really proud that I was able to draw her. And then over here we have what I was trying to do, like the same concept as Axel, with like the ombre hair, the like red being her highlight color, but in this case was blue. But I remember just really hating it to the point where that's what ended Inktober. I no longer have Inktober on here, and this was the last one that I had done, because I just really hated the way it looked. Yeah, it just looks really sloppy. Maybe I'll like do a redraw of it one day, but I don't know. And then over here on this side was just like me and my husband were like planning if we had moved out, how we would have the house, and just stuff like that. Over here is when I restarted the sketchbook again. It's April 14th, 13th, around here is when I just kind of like came back to it, and I started like using those watercolor pen markers things and like adding diluted ink into them. And I had like a purple, orange, blue, and I think yellow as well, as you can see. But they were India inks, and they were just kind of like diluted. And I had like a lot of fun with these. Like I had a different style with them. I really liked how I did the little cheeks and stuff. I kind of still do that in my style, but not with color. I do it more with like pencil or pen, like at the very end with inking. And then this one is not originally mine. I have actually credit here for Gloomish on Tumblr. And I think I just wanted to play with the gold leaf and just like draw, you know. same with these two. These are my original people. As you can see, this one I just completely did not do good, but I just wanted to, you know, draw something and just get like paper on ink, or ink on paper, I mean. And I wanted to like do this little washi tape thing with the hair that like is nowhere anywhere in my future drawings, so I guess I just didn't like it that much at all. Now we have this drawing over here. I really liked how this drawing was, just like the colors, how they played around with him. And then there's like that black lip that I did again. This one might have been the one that I showed my dad, and I was like, look. He's like, why does she have a mustache? And I don't know. I don't know. But I really like this one. This was an oops page, as I have it down here, just where I was testing like different supplies and stuff. Over here we got some sketches. This one I really like. I did this one at work one day, and I just really loved how it looked. The layout, the lightness of it. I just thought it looked really nice. And I tried doing it over here, but I did it with pen instead of a pencil. And this one is like a pencil, but it was like kind of it was hard to erase, but like it still kind of erased, because you can, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but there's like some line marks over here. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's like line marks that were like, you could still kind of erase them, but over here I just did it with pen, and you can't erase pen. And so I just wasn't as good as I wish it had been. Same here, I tried doing the same concept over here. I think it's still pen, is it? Or is it erase? Is it a pencil? Oh no, it's pen, I think. Nope, it's pencil. I think it's half and half, honestly. And over here on the left side, I was doing like these eyes, like wolf eyes, demon eyes, vampire eyes or something. Not sure. I guess I just didn't like how this one turned out, and I just stopped. Oh no, I think I did like how the eyelashes turned out. Whoops. How the eyelashes turned out. And I just gave up on it. But this was all like originally on Pinterest or something. Here's me doing some portraits of people on Pinterest. And it's funny how different like my art styles, or just art styles in general, are. This is June 2nd. I don't have a date for this one, but how is this June 2nd? I mean, the other one was June 1st. That's interesting. But anyways, like it's so different. Like this, I guess, was just me trying to do a more cartoony, non-realistic look, versus this one is way more realistic looking. And I think that's always been like my struggles, to stick with a style that I really enjoy, because I just like drawing, and it's sometimes I just don't feel like drawing the same thing every single time. There's just like elements that I enjoy drawing every single time, like winged eyeliner. I love doing that. Over here I was trying to learn how to draw myself in a style, but it's hard to draw something in a style when you don't really have a style. So I feel like that's kind of what my issue is on this one, that it doesn't really look like me at all. And then over here is just a sketch of a person. I think I was trying to like figure out proportions or something, because there's a lot of like lines kind of trying to match and stuff. Because I never really officially learned how to draw. It's just been kind of, like, how, I guess, how people just go through it, starting with anime. But I never had like a full anime phase where I would draw anime girls and stuff like that. I had like a couple that I drew once, but then I got upset and like I ripped up the paper. It's sad, but I don't know. I wish I hadn't done that, so I can actually keep track of everything. And over here was more with those ink pens, and just kind of like drawing a little picture, trying to make it look like it was a scrapbook. And over here's just like some ideas of art concepts that I never did. And just another picture of someone on Pinterest, and with her, she actually has a TikTok, and she does like really cool videos of like get ready with me, but they're like in almost like a video game format, and I find them super entertaining and just super fun. I'll try to like find her name and at least put it on here if you're into that. And a lot of people will like use that trend as well. I think it's fantastic. Now here on this side on the right, I was doing like kind of like a scrapbooking page, whereas if someone had taken pictures and like put it on like a scrapbook, which is why I saw all the flowers, or there's washi tape, I think even like a little bit of shadowing on there, and there's a little bit of quotes on there. I This one over here says, I can relive this 1,000 times. This one's a day where I can only imagine happened in my dreams. A walk to remember, and then better in my thoughts, which is like, what is that supposed to be? And maybe that's why it's better in her thoughts. Alright, we have a little comic here with some like leaves that I'm not sure if I should be touching them because they have like little white spots on them. And I don't know if that's bad or not. I haven't gotten itchy yet. I've touched them a couple times, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that there. It hasn't rotted my page away, which is good, so we'll just leave that be. I drew like a little comic up here. It says, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. I don't know. I don't really got much more to say than that. And then over here is the drawing that I saw on Pinterest. And it is just, I don't know, I just really enjoyed this drawing. It's not originally mine, I didn't credit the original person, but I really enjoyed drawing this one. I here have some lips, and then up here I actually have like a little marker thing to kind of say like, come back to this page so you can finish it. And there's just like 3 more lips you want to finish, but I just never did. And once like the sketchbook was done, I don't think I would ever come back to be 100% honest with you. I would say that my favorite lip is this one. I just think it's nice. I think I really like the beaten look to it. The beaten lick. Again, it just looks bruised and battered. It looks nice. And then these are all from Pinterest. Pretty sure. I have some drawings, some Pinterest eyes. It's literally just like a picture of like a bunch of eyes that I just decided to copy on here. Draw them. Like it's just a nice like kind of like don't think, just kind of do, enjoy your music very loud and just kind of copy and draw whatever. Here's another page that I never finished. This says I just want to feel alive, and I guess I was gonna draw like a little girl or a woman in the middle. I want to love myself as much as you love me. I started dating my husband, so it's probably was getting very lovey. You know, here I really love this spread too. I think this is one of my also favorite spreads. I just wish I had finished these 3 because these were the outfits that I had used to go to the beach. Yeah, I went to Santa Cruz during these dates, and this was actually me taking a picture or like actually painting on the beach. And then there was like a little dog with a dress, which I thought was adorable. And this one, I think I just like painted it later on, like at home or something, because I don't think I saw someone do this exact pose and drew them. I don't think I did that. And then these were like actual spots that we stopped along the way because we drove on the coast. But something foolish that we did was we kept driving, even though there was like signs saying like, oh, it's gonna close ahead. But my dad was like, hey, let's see what happens. So that added like a good 2 hours to our trip, like once going to the stop sign, or to like the closed off road, and then going back. But on the way there was great because we saw like the ocean and everything was great. Then I got very seasick, and I had to sleep on the way back because I felt really sick, and I felt bad for my dad because I was like, who's gonna keep him company? And here's me just testing some pens and stuff. We're just testing some watercolors. It's from like Pokemon Go. Well, this she is. I think this is just, you know, Charmander. And over here, I don't know if it's picks up, but it's Togepi, which is my mom's favorite Pokemon. I think she said it once, and I just kind of assumed that is it. And then here's some Posca pen markings. This is the first time I ever had Posca pen, so I was just kind of playing around with them. My husband is actually the one who bought these for me, which is why I drew him. And it was supposed to be me, but I don't know if I just have like body dysmorphia that I do not know how I look like. So I can't get like my likeness in a drawing. And I feel like it looks a little bit like him. A little bit. Here's just a tester page with that red ink that I had bought originally. And then some ideas that never came to fruition. I think this was gonna be like to the song of Rocket Man, because I like doing that a lot. It was like where I would draw pictures based on a song. And there's like a Pinterest or Instagram drawing. There's some blind contour, which I actually don't do this very often, and I think it was really fun, so I should probably do it more. And over here is someone else's drawing. I don't have the original artist, unfortunately, but I just wanted to test some gouache. And so this is like all the pink stuff, and their face is gouache. But it was like gouache from like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and that one isn't usually the best. It actually usually never is the best. So that was the learning curve, and I didn't like how it laid out, and just I didn't like it at all. So I didn't use it for a really long time until the Hemi palette came back up in popularity, and then that's when I was like, okay, I'll buy it. And I actually had one, but like literally this weekend I wanted to do a gouache painting, and I opened it and it was completely moldy. So I just threw the whole thing away. And I mean, I had another little like travel size one. I had two actually, one with like the reds and then one with the blues, and all the blues were moldy and really gross. My husband thankfully washed that container because it was like a reusable container, and I still have like the little paint tubes that I can just refill it with. But lesson learned, let your paints completely dry before you just seal them, and also use up your paints so you don't just throw them away like I did. That's the end of the sketchbook number 2. I really like this one. This one was very drawing wise. I like going back to this one a lot just because I feel like there's some like old art styles that I really enjoyed. Like this, for example. I don't do a lot of line work with line work anymore. These were fun. Like I really enjoyed doing the little like the squiggles around their cheeks and stuff. And then of course the one of the trick butches over here. If I could grab that. I can't. This one just makes me want to do watercolor again, which I have like 3 palettes of watercolor. Like I should do more watercolor. But on to the next one. All right, and on to sketchbook number 2. This one is, I think, the thickest one, but it's mostly because this one has the most stuff inserted onto it, and I'll explain why in just here a second. Which is kind of funny because I decorated the front first, and I feel like that really kind of set the tune or the tone for the whole sketchbook because it's very like scrapbooky and putting things together. This is my name. And then these 2 are from Lord Grease. This one is from Marcia, and I can't remember the artist this one came from or how I even got it. I think I got a book from her. I got something from them, or oh my god, I don't know if it's a girl or not. I got something from them, and then the rest are just like pronounced that of comics that I really liked, and like just random things from Wish online and stuff like that. Alright, let's get started. We actually have a title page on this one. This is the first page that I learned that I'm not gonna have fun with the sketchbook. I don't know if it's just because I didn't give it the full. Okay, so this is a sketchbook from Master's Touch or Artist's Touch, I don't know what it is, but from Hobby Lobby, and it's a mixed media. And I thought I was gonna have the same type of experience as my other sketchbook that I just showed you, but it was not. As you can see, even the cover is already like coming off. I had to fix it with like a skewer and put like extra glue, and I had a ruler in here, but it's not in here anymore. Right? Oh. And the reason I hate the sketchbook so much is because it tears so bad. I mean, you can see right here, I actually just did that the other day, but the whole sketchbook is very like, you can like it tears so quickly, and it just doesn't hold very much. And the pen that I did use was these over here, the Master's Touch pens, and I don't know if it's because of that it like just did not like the paper and the same thing, but like if you rub on it like a little too much, it immediately starts shredding. You can see that, like, just little papers already. Like I didn't even try it that hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I don't know, it just wasn't going well with me. And that's what I had drawn this with, and then like this white part was masking tape, or no, excuse me, the masking fluid, and it completely ripped up the paper. And I just did not like it. I did not have a good time like actually painting on this. And then also the paper has that like texture where it should just be sketchbook paper. But I think even when I was trying to draw on it, and like used a pencil on it and erased. I think it tore up the paper too. Oh, don't shake it too much. It definitely weakened the paper. Like, you know how when you erase too hard, it'll like, it makes that little weird dent. Like when you just, the paper doesn't feel the same. So that's why that happened. And I just did not like it. But this sketchbook is from January 1st, 2020. 2020 or 2021? Because this picture says it was January 1st, 2020. I guess I picked it up again in January 2021. I don't know. I don't know what the dealio is. But then I finally finished it July 26, 2022. So this one was I think the fastest sketchbook that I did, ironically enough. But let's get started. This is my month. This is, what is this? Flow free with me this January. Oh, that's cute. It was me literally drawing something once a day. And it was like your first kiss. And it was just really easy, fast doodles. Like, didn't even think about him too much. Just kind of like quick, easy, doing whatever you know you want. I really enjoyed those. And we have here, this was actually done on the paper. So I think I was still trying to like make the paper and the sketchbook work for me. But I don't know, later on I'm just like, it's just not working out for me. And it's just like a little drawing of someone. And then actually I have a note in the back that I didn't even know I had that. And it says, January 20th, which is when it was done. Thoughts of Ale, no Ale. My favorite part of this drawing is this skirt. I like how the color created a really nice gradient. And I'm also glad I did a mock drawing test. Mock drawings to test the colors and how they would look together. And so here, this little mock test thing that I did. It was fun. Let me just stick it on there. And there's like a little poem if you'd like to read. If you can read, because sometimes I can't read my own stuff, but sometimes if I read my stuff, I'll get a little cringed out and it'll make me just not want to go on, you know? I don't see the gradient that I was super hyped about, to be honest. Maybe I meant shading. I think that's probably what it is. I think you can see the shading because the pencils were the Crayola twisty things. And yep. Oh, and I meant to make it look like if it was a picture that someone had cut out or something. And here's where I embraced more like just scrapbooking onto it. Like this is done in a different piece of paper and I just stuck it on here. And along with like a bunch of other stuff. Again, if you want to read, by all means, but I don't feel comfortable reading my own poetry quote unquote, out loud yet. Maybe later on in the future. And then I was gonna swatch all my colors, like all my crayons, because I just love the way they smell. I don't know if there's anybody else with that type of vibe, that type of mentality, but I just like the way they smell. So my husband, he bought me like giant, what is like the 64 box or whatever it is with like the little eraser on the back, and I don't really even use them. They don't even have like the original box in them either, so that was an L on my part. And then these were like dollar store brand ones too. They have like the 10 colors, or the 8 colors I should say, in different styles. But yeah, no, I gave up on the swatching. And then over here I have another draw every single day of your life. That sounded so morbid and so sad, but yes, now it's just me drawing every day. That's funny that this is like driving lessons up here, February 16th. And what year was this again? 2020 or 2021? I don't know, but this was fun. And then these are tattoos that I've had for so many years. I like remember buying them at the dollar store and then going home on the bus with my mom. That's how old they kind of were. And I just did like a poem. I'll read this one. They can open the cage, but it will mean nothing when they never taught me to fly. It's falling the same as flying. I don't think I made that up. Like, I don't think I created that. It doesn't sound like me. I don't know, maybe. And here I was in like a Zoom meeting one day and there was like just some papers and there's like a box, so I just deconstructed the box and just drew a bunch of eyes with whatever I had around me. And over here, this drawing was done in my brother's room. He had like LED strips around his room, so I changed the whole room dynamic to be the color red. and I just kind of like chose my colors that way. These are crayons, and I guess it looked good in red light. I don't think it looks bad either now, and the original like drawing isn't mine either. I just wanted to draw something real quick and just color it in mostly, but yeah, that's it. That's what that looks like. And then I guess there's a phase where I just wanted to do what's that word, clay rings. It literally says it up there, but I wanted to do clay rings and just kind of, I don't know, just something fun. I did exactly 2 rings. This one, the rose ring, because I had earrings where they had like roses on them, but then I lost one of the roses, so I was like, I'm gonna make it into a ring, and it looks very like a toy. It just does not look very good. And then I did the cow one for a friend, and it was a little too big, but you know what, it is what it is. And then we have some more scrapbooking and stuff. These 2 were done like on different papers. This one was actually done like on a shipping label, but this that's how I would incorporate my art. Like I would have so much just stuff, and I would draw on the stuff and then put it on this with more stuff and create art. And more little drawings that I did. I did this one, and then I did this one over here. And I think just in general, like these are pictures from like Pinterest and stuff. Like it's just fun to just create and do whatever. Like, and this one might not have had a sketchbook of its own, but it's still just a drawing that I did, and I didn't think it was gonna look good at first, but it pulled through, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it, and I enjoyed the whole journey to it. These are some Halloween decorations that I just kind of didn't know what to do with, so I just put them on here. And here's just another silly doodle. This is a drawing from Pinterest. I used washi tape to kind of like hyphen it, and just made a whole little thing around it. And then this, I was gonna draw something on top of it, but I just thought it looked nice that way. I don't know, it looks cool. Maybe correct. And then I was supposed to do a draw every single day thing for April. As you can see, I didn't do one for March because I just forgot, I guess, but I didn't even touch April. And then over here, I was playing with, what is it, the little twistable crayon colored pencils from Crayola, which I really like. I mean, no, they're not like the super pigment, blendable, like, you know, pencils or color crayons, the best. They're not the best. That sentence was everywhere, but I know they're not the best. But to just kind of draw on, to doodle and do whatever, and not care about how hard you press, how much it like will break or anything. I really enjoy them doing that. There's another sketchbook where I just like to color and draw with those. And these are not originally mine too. I don't have the original artist because I just wanted to color. It's just a little blurb page, just some whatevers. I think this is actually the crayons, I don't know. Or the white squeaky. That's funny. Another just whatever page. My husband was doing little clay toys or something, clay little dragons that we still actually have, and I decided to draw it. Sometimes I'll give this paper credit and I'll be like, okay, yeah, we can do this, but then I'm like, oh no, I don't like the way that feels. Then we have this one too. I really enjoyed doing these 2 drawings. Just like the sketchiness, like the way they got shaded. This one I just really like these 2 drawings, and I'm really proud of them. This one actually used up all the purple, so I just stuck the purple in there, and I love that. I love using up art materials. And over here, just another like kind of a whatever drawing, and then stuck it with some stuff. That's not my original creator either. And here's just some stickers because I had some notes over here. And this one was me. I want to do little clay charms of these, or something. I had like a clay phase for a while, and so I just did like I just drew a bunch of doodles and kind of did them on there. I don't know if they were meant to be clay. I don't remember what my point was. I think I just wanted to draw like little things here, little things and whatnot with just colorful stuff. I don't know. Here's another Christmas, wow, Halloween decoration. And then over here, I had just got a new brand of markers, but just like these that are also water-based markers, this one's also were water-based, and they just tore up my paper. And I was like kind of bummed out about it, but it's just, and this is what it is. But I think they're really nice. It's it's this brand right here, the Llama, and they have quite a bit of color. So if you just want to draw and not have paper being torn up, I don't know what's a good brand to have it, or like a good paper, maybe just computer paper, maybe watercolor paper. I don't know, I'm still figuring it out myself. I don't really gravitate to them as much anymore, but it's just, you know, if you want to do something colorful, maybe to journal. I don't journal very much because I'll do it for like one day and I'll be like, my life isn't that filled to the point where I can journal every single day. But maybe I'll give it a try. We'll see, who knows. But this is what I drew with like these colors, I guess. And next page. Here is just full on sketchbooking. There's no art that I created. It's just like I just wanted to set things up, and it's very therapeutic, especially like I said, I love using art supplies and knowing that like I can look through them again and be like, oh, I remember using this. Or like this one was on an agenda that I was gonna use and I didn't obviously use it, and so it was nice to stick it here, and I open it and I don't feel like I wasted that sticker anymore. This was a really nice sticker, and I thought I was gonna use that agenda and be like an agenda girly, but no, I didn't want to do that. So I'm glad at least it has a space in this sketchbook. And some more just sketchbooking stuff. I was gonna do something here and here, but I don't think I like had a good idea to put on there, so I just left it alone. And then my husband, he's the one who actually like chose everything that's on here. Like he chose what type of washi tapes to put on it, like the stickers and everything, even like this paper. He's like, here, figure something out with this. And I was like, okay. And then this is, you can see it's from another sketchbook that I had that I repurposed, but I was originally gonna do like a just red drawing and then do like the rainbows. That's like a common thing that I try doing, is do like a rainbow page on my sketchbook, or like rainbows where it'll start off with red, then it'll be orange and yellow and so on. But I never finish the rainbow. I always get distracted, or I always just give up. But yeah, this one was originally gonna have a bunch of stuff like that was red around it, like apples, cherries, and you know, whatever. But then I was like, I don't like it. Let me just draw with a red pen that I have, that I really like, and do something kind of creepy, something kind of spooky. There's not much spooky, it's just a vampire with black eyes and a lot of piercings. I kept that going, same type of pens. I don't remember, I might have them still, sorry, but I don't know which ones exactly I used. This was supposed to be the orange color and yellow, and then try making like something spooky around it too. So some oranges are sweet, but sometimes they can be a bit sour. And then this one says I'm brighter than the sun. I really like these drawings actually. Yep. So this is not that complicated. And every time I say that, if there's like a song tune that goes on in my head, but I don't know exactly which one. Anyways, and then this one, I remember I was super proud of this one because I was like, whoa, I drew like her clothing, you know, like that's amazing. I don't know if like sometimes when you're drawing and you draw something, you're like, whoa, I can actually draw. Like that's insane. Like I thought I was just drawing for fun, you know, like, oh, just copying someone's picture, but then you like draw something that's a little bit above your skill set, and it's like, whoa, this is a game changer. I should do this more often. But then you don't, and you lose all that skill. And here, this one's from like a Cinderella doll that I have, that actually like I saw it and I was like, whoa, like there's just something that called me to it. And I think this is my childhood. I had like a Cinderella doll that my dad had given me, and it just kind of like made me remember that doll, and I was like, I need to get it. My husband bought it for me. I was like, oh yay, and I just put her picture on there. I don't know what happened here. I think just some alcohol. I feel like it was alcohol, not water, because why would it spread so much like that? And we have this other drawing, which I actually really like. It's nice compared to like this one. It's okay. It's so much better. And this is, when you're planted, you sprout. When you're buried, you're in your casket. I like that quote. And it's just like a little thing that says I'm creative. And over here's kind of personal, which is why it's covered, but it's in between like two drawings that I really liked. We have some planning of stuff that I was gonna put on a wall and some drawing of some random woman. I really like how her hair turned out. Like it looks like very messy, and I think it's just charcoal. Yeah, my finger's black now. And like a purple pen, which I think is nice. And then here was me, oops, I'm so dirty, trying to draw my family in a cartoon style, but like this isn't my style. So I don't know why I thought I wouldn't be, like why I would be comfortable doing it when I don't like practice it at all. But a girl can dream. And then on this side I have like a drawing that I was planning for my dad for Christmas. And it came out nice. If I have a picture of it, I will post it or show it here, but I don't think I have a picture of it. It's my parents' house. And then the next couple pages is just pictures of me and my husband and me just doing scrapbooking of us. It's us too. Just kidding, I guess. Yeah, we're trying to do like the blob challenge that I see a lot of like people do, and I can just say I'm not good at it at all. I tried. I really did try, and I was kind of like, what am I doing? The only one that looks good is this one because it's like looks like a garlic. And I think this one was the last one. I was like, I'm not talented. I'm not creative enough for this yet. I'll come back to you eventually. And I followed this tutorial on Instagram. And then another scrapbooking thing. I really like this one. This is like a picture that I saw on Instagram. And I apologize for not knowing exactly who the artist is, but sometimes, you know, if you're doing like a sketchbook, you don't usually think people are gonna watch them, so you just draw to draw sometimes, or you just feel like drawing, so you don't always credit stuff. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe one day like I'll post this and then I'll give the credit and I'll be okay. But I think you should still create art for you. And I'm obviously never gonna sell this as prints and claim it as my own, because I think that would be horrible. But I really liked drawing this and drawing with like a fine ink and like I think it was like a micron sepia colored thing. I cannot flip this page with one hand. And here was, I don't know how much you can see of this. I think you can see a little bit of it. Yeah, so it's a little bit. But this was me planning my wedding. This is like the little ornaments that I had. It was like a little archway with a moon on top in the middle. I'm so annoyed because my dad just threw them all away because they were just there. But I'm like, why didn't you save me one so I can have it? I still have the moon, but like some kid literally took like all the moons from all of them because they were removable, so you can turn on the lights, and he took all of them. He's my cousin and I am still upset. And then over here I have more pictures of us, me and my husband, because I love us. I am obsessed with us. And we're gonna be 2 years married this year in June, because we married on the day we started dating. That's him. That is me. Now over here I saw this like on Pinterest like the first time, and it's just you like drawing like contour your eye, and it's you never lift your pen. But I don't know if you can see how like grainy that looks. You can kind of see that. Like even it was just pen, and it just did not go well with like the paper. And I was just doing this drawing and I was really enjoying it. Like I know you can see how not good it looks now, but when I was drawing it like this. And I thought it looked great because I was just kind of like on my lap and I was just like, oh, I'm just drawing away. And then I like faced it properly. I was like, oh, why is her head so small? And then I just gave up on the drawing. Over here, I was on TikTok one day and there was some artist or tattoo artist who was like, tattoos for you and your significant other, you, your best friend, and you know. And I liked how cute they were, so I just started like seeing her videos and I would draw them on here. And I will try to find the person's name, that way you can like give her credit at least. But yeah, again, it was just me wanting to just draw and doodle with a pencil. And then over here, what was my story with this one? That's just a random sticker, and then like the back, like the words with the sticker came from, I can actually show you. It comes with like it's in this book, but like the back, which I think this is actually the exact one with that sticker. But you get the sticker and then it has like a quote in the back. And so I'm just trying to find one. Yep, I use all my stickers. It'll say a quote, and I'm like, eventually when it has no more stickers, or it's like a random page. Okay, I guess not. You know, when it's empty, what are you gonna keep this for? Like, you're gonna actually take off like this and use it as your own sticker book, which it would be a great idea. But I have like, how many of these do I have? I have 4 of these. I have 5 of these. I am not gonna have like that many stickers, but you'll see. I have a video planned where I go through all my stickers that I have and kind of vow to actually do something with them, you know. That's for a later date. And then, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do with this one. I didn't want like the backings to go to waste, especially when some of the quotes are really nice. And I wanted to draw an anime girl. I don't know, I just had like this feeling like I want to draw this anime girl. I don't really draw anime girls that much with like their big eyes and like their goofy like appearance, but I don't like how this one came out. And I remember I was trying to learn how to draw cat girls because my brother had a fascination with cat girls for a while, and I wanted to draw him a piece or like just something, but it just did not come out well and I gave up. Well, these were pretty fun to do. I ended up buying like, or my husband bought one, and it was like a lamp or like a bulb that changes colors. So we were like in the room and I was actually using the Mondo Llama pens for these. So I would like, you know, have these in front of me, and I actually took them off from like all their spots to draw like using red light and blue light and see how different that looks with each of the colors. And that was actually kind of fun to do. I did 3 of them. Yep, this one was in green light. Eventually I was like, I feel like I'm using the skin for all of them. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And this is me trying to figure out what I want my signature to look like, and funny enough, it doesn't look like this at all. It's still like I was really trying to get this specific style. It's okay. And then over here I have my I was trying to do chibis because I don't even know how to do chibis. So these were all from like Instagram and stuff, or not Instagram, Pinterest. So these aren't even originally mine. I just did do like random colors. This is a really nice like gradient. From that same palette, the Mondo Llama pens or paint markers, whatever. Not paint markers, they're just like watercolor markers, and I just chose like random colors and just kind of like looked for something that looked kind of that way. Sometimes their faces remained white because I didn't really have like a skin color, and I guess I just wasn't like good enough to like create something. Over here, I hadn't done like an actual drawing on the paper, so I guess I gave it like a second shot. See if I liked it or not. I think it picked up pretty nicely for once. Me more obsessed with myself and figuring out what my name is, I guess. But then I was also getting married, so like I also wanted to know how I would start writing my name. And then this was just my Pinterest feed. I think I saw a drawing with waffles do it. Oh my god, there's a hair on my ring. There's my dog's hair. But this was my Pinterest board and just drawing it as how it was. This one was fun to do. And then I just did it with pen. Maybe there's some pencil in here. No, I think it's just all pen actually. That was fun. This is from the Bratz Rock Angels. What I wanted to do was do like a drawing of each girl kind of like in my style. But again, I don't really have a style to like go off of. I'm trying to like really push myself to do more of that. So I moved them on here, and then same with here, I moved them on here. But what I'm thinking of doing is that I might remove them from this sketchbook to do another sketchbook that I have. But like I'll draw more human style and more like coordinate. I would show you, but like my sketchbook is under so many things, and I don't want to like just make a mess. So that'll be for a sketchbook tour one day when I finish that sketchbook, which I actually really love that sketchbook, so it'll be fun. And then I have this. This is just me drawing with pencil. Sometimes it's fun to draw with pencil. I have a quote up there that says procrastination. Excuse me. Procrastination is the assumption that you have another day. That's a good quote to live by. And then these are the same brand, they're Target brands, and they're called Mondo Llama. And these were paint markers, and I love these. Like, I really do. If you can like afford Posca pens, because sometimes they can be very pricey, just for one and to get like a whole set. But this was the whole set, minus one color because I use that. Minus the turquoise one. What is this on here? There you go. No, it's the full set. I think they're really great. Like, they came out really nicely on there, and the next drawing is actually one from like one that I use from it, and I really enjoy those markers, and I really like paint markers. But I also got another brand markers, and I did not like them very much. So as you can see, they're very opaque. Yeah, and this is what I do with those markers. I don't know where these little blue spots are from, but yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I have a couple more drawings in my other sketchbook that I did in them, but yeah, I just really loved how that looked. And this is with like their watercolor, because I guess I want to do like a comparison or something of like the difference of just difference, I guess. And I actually laminated this one because I didn't know if this was gonna lay onto this one or vice versa, so that's why I did that. So it's so shiny. I really like the background though. I think that's fun. It's like very bleeding though. Again, me obsessed with myself. Let's see here. Again, this was me trying to do like the rainbow thing again, starting with red. And this was fun because like I really started off with this one. And I just kind of modified everything that I did. Like this background is this background is just stamps, and then me doing random flowers with like color with crayons. So this one I think was like one of my favorite scrapbooking pages. And then this is one of my favorite. This is not one of my favorites. This is just orange. I don't know where I was going with that. 2 drawings that I had done for it. And then yellow, and then I stopped with green. I don't know, I think I just did not like her if I drew her, which is silly because I could have just covered it. I could have put more stuff on it, and I don't know why I just lost motivation so fast, you know? But then I just stopped drawing in the sketchbook in general. I did plan something, but that's from another sketchbook that I have. I have too many sketchbooks, you guys. You know? And then I just skipped these 3 pages because I was like, I'm done. Some swatches, and I think that's it. Yep, some more swatches. This is a book. This is these markers. Horrible markers. But it's this sketchbook. So I really like this one though. Like, you know, it's not the best paper, but it pushed me to do more like scrapbooking stuff, and I use it a lot in my art style and just in my drawings now. It's just different, you know, and I really like it that way. And yeah, I still like it. I mean, like, I might bash on the paper and recommend no one to ever get paper or buy a sketchbook from Hobby Lobby because you thought it was gonna be a really great sketchbook because it's from like an art store, so you just thought that it was gonna be really good. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Get the Canson brand. That brand is fantastic. Don't get the sketchbook unless you want a scrapbook like I did. All right, and we are on to the last sketchbook. Thank you if you are still here, just trudging along. Going through this like blast from the past kind of with my sketchbooks. And this one for sure is a blast from the past. There's like 2013 stuff. And this one says 2014, but this one had a lot of like stuff stuck onto it. So you'll see that it's from like some stuff are from 2014. Make sure it's in frame. But yeah, I started this in March 8th, 2014, which makes it almost 10 years. It's older than 10 years, this sketchbook, which is insane. As you can see, it's tearing up a little bit. It's a Strathmore, it's a sketchbook, wow, excuse me, 400 series sketch pad. And it's officially filled on February 5th, 2020. Why can't I do dates? That's literally my job, is reading people dates sometimes. But I can't do it here. That's okay though. Let's start on the cover page because I have some sticker mentions. Like these 2 are from Lord Grease, and then this one is from Psychic Circles or Mortimer as well. And the rest are from like Wish. I had a whole Wish phase where I just loved looking at things from Wish, you know. And then here's the first page, empty. And this was the official first page, but don't what's it called, be fooled, because it is not the first drawing that I did in the sketchbook. This one I came back so many years later. I did not unfortunately date this one, but these two were not made on the same year probably. This one was done in 2019, as I think it says on there. And with this one, I thought I was gonna be able to use a whole pencil on like one drawing, but it's actually kind of like, pencils go a long way and I have so many of them, and I just want to like, I want to use up all my art supplies as much as possible this year. Like that's one of my goals. Finish my sketchbooks, finish my just, you know, just throw art away. And I have been doing so. Like I had to throw away the Hemi gouache set, but that wasn't by choice, first of all. But that's just kind of something I want to get through, and I thought I could finish a whole pencil using one sketchbook or one drawing, and I did not do that. I probably didn't even sharpen it twice, maybe. And that was pen. Over here was an old sketchbook that I had that had like the same paper as the artists or the Hobby Lobby brand one. And don't get me wrong, I like some stuff that, well, you know what? I'll say I like some stuff from Hobby Lobby, but then I also bought this, I believe, from Hobby Lobby, and I don't like them very much. I don't know if it was Hobby Lobby or Michael's though. I will research that later. And I lost my train of thought. These drawings are from another sketchbook with really bad paper, and I was trying to draw every single day, or at least once a week, I think, because I think that's what that meant. I just do at least one drawing a week, so I've been 52 drawings. And then I have this, mostly, this one I did in California, I remember one day, and just some random paper on the back. But then this one was, so I have beef with this drawing just because I don't like the way it looks. And this is 2014 me, so I know it's not going to be great. But looking at this one and looking at some that I did prior before this one, because I did 3 Frozen drawings in general, in total, I guess, in this sketchbook. And for some reason, like that one, this one, it was the last one, but it's the worst one. And it's not me like hating on myself, but I remember not liking it either and being like, why? But the other two were so good. I don't understand. It's just the fact that, like, why is your mouth and nose so small? I don't understand. If they were maybe a little bigger, maybe that would have been better, but I don't know what my problem was. See, like, I drew Anna on the 26th of April, and this one I did it in whatever's after April, May. Like a week later. So why is this one so much worse than this one? I think this one is pretty good. I think it's pretty good for that time of year. Like, I think it was good. I don't understand why I regressed, but I don't know, it's still okay, I guess. But the other one that I have on here, which we'll get to eventually, oh, actually I'll just skip to it just because it makes kind of sense to follow that like order. But this is the first one I did on the 14th of April. This was the 26th, so 2 weeks later. But this one I think was the best out of those 3. As you can see, like, I feel like the shading, the colors were there, like her copying her likeness was there. So I don't know what happened during those couple of weeks where I just was a different person, I guess. But going back to this and stop bashing on myself, I still think that for the time I was pretty proud of my drawings. But I don't know what happened actually. But anyways, this paper over here, also I have some beef with it too, because it was from the first sketchbook that I ever finished. I don't know if you noticed or even took note that my first sketchbook that I did said sketchbook number 2, and that's because this one was sketchbook number 1, and I drew on it every single day. Like, I probably finished that sketchbook in maybe 2 to 3 months. Like, that was the fastest I had ever finished a sketchbook. And it has like horrible drawings, it had like really bunch of sketches, doodles. It wasn't the best sketchbook. Like, if you looked at it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is like a whatever sketchbook. That's exactly what it was. And it was fine because I really, really liked it. And I feel like that's where I learned and grew the most from. But then I saw a video on YouTube one day where the person was saying that you shouldn't have so many sketchbooks. You should archive them and put them in other sketchbooks and stuff. And I did that, which kind of is like a big regret that I have, because it's like I could have had that sketchbook. I only have like 4 sketchbooks that are completed at that time. So why did I do that? And this one wasn't even completed because it still had stuff sticking on there. So why did I need to archive it quite yet? I should have just had it, and then you guys would have had 4 sketchbook tours today instead of just the 3. That's okay. We live and we learn. And then this one is also in that sketchbook. That's why it was just drawing. You know, I think that was the best part about this sketchbook, is that I was just drawing. I didn't care if it didn't look right or if it didn't look accurate. They were just little doodles, little drawings. I really enjoyed this one. This one's still my favorite style that I've drawn, and whenever I remember I drew this, I draw like that again. So maybe my next drawings won't look exactly like that. And this is my brother's ear because we were driving to Mexico, and that's what it looks like. That's my mouth. And then that eyeball, like it's just there, I guess. And then this is me trying another Inktober challenge. I guess the first Inktober challenge I tried. This one was from Life. Yeah, Life Illustrations in 2016. Her goddesses actually have her like art, her art book as well with all the goddesses. So that's good. But this is also the year that like I started comparing myself a lot to people on Instagram, because this is the first year that I had done Inktober. So when I would post it, I think they would look great, and then I would see everyone else's renditions of the same prompt, and I would really judge my art very poorly. I'd be like, wow, everyone did so good and I didn't. And then I realized like these were actual people, and I don't know, it wasn't the best time for my drawings, and I think I stopped posting like 3 pictures in. But then over here in 2014 I thought this picture was amazing. And it's not even like originally mine. This is from like Facebook one day that I saw and I really liked. Now you guys already saw my spiel with this one, but this is another Inktober drawing that I still really liked and enjoyed. But just like I said, seeing everybody else's, I was like, wow, I don't stand a chance. But I wish I'd kept going, because now my Instagram, now I have maybe like 9 pictures on it, and I'm like starting from scratch again. But like, what if I just kept growing? You know, what if I just kept going with my old Instagram account and just kept posting despite what myself said? Because no one else put me down. I put me down. Like, I saw this drawing and I didn't think it was good enough. I put myself down. Nobody else said anything. But maybe that's what got me, was their silence and having only like 12 likes when someone else had like 130 likes or like 1,000, 2,000 likes. But you know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy, and that's definitely what has happened. So if you know, you know. If you know, what is that? If you know, you know. Why did I stumble all over that? But like, I wish I'd given myself, my 2016 self, more credit and just kind of gone through with it and just still have drawn and posted them and been okay with them, even if maybe they weren't the best. Like, all these drawings, like, they were my drawings. Like, I should have been proud of them, you know? Now here was a rendition of a song. It says, my head is a prison and no one is watching. And this one actually comes up again later in the sketchbook. But it's unfinished because I thought it looked too cartoony. Just playing. This was another Inktober drawing that it was supposed to happen, but I never did. Because like, even looking at this, like, I don't think it looks bad. I think I was just way too hard on myself during that time. And like for this one, 2014, it's not the best. Like, every time I look at it, I think about the neck being really, really long, and like, what's like, this is an awkward position, and it's kind of like, they judge me because I'm different. Like, it's kind of silly, but I was proud of it. I feel like my side profile was really spot on. Which, like, maybe it's not, but like, I thought it was really great. And during that time, I felt like it was great. And I posted it on Tumblr, I believe. And I was like, okay with it. There's another, I remember this day, I was just kind of, I just want to get it done. Like, I don't like how it looks. I don't like anything. And I feel like I did a really poor job on that one. And with this one, I wanted to be different, and I made the heart blue. But I kind of wish it had been red. because I literally look at this page. I remember looking at this and I was like, why didn't I just do red? Like, why was I trying to be different? I should have just done red. It's okay. Another Inktober drawing. Like I said, they weren't bad. Like, I don't think they were bad. And I don't know what ink I used, but it was like iridescent. And a lot of it was gel pens and stuff. But I just don't think it was bad. Like I said, I wished I had cut myself a little bit more slack and just kept going. And then over here I have Chester Cat. Which is not Chester Cat, it's Cheshire Cat, I believe it is. But every time I see that I laugh, and it's in pencil, but I refuse to change it. And then before I get to these, I want to touch on this one, because this one I was very, very proud of. I literally did this from my brain. I think so. Like, I don't even think I looked up what a deer looks like. And we were driving, so that's why it's super like sketchy, because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna do like a very rough drawing, and this became one of my very favorite drawings. I think I actually have a note here. It says, I love the sketchiness of it. I am also proud that I did not use pencil at all. There you go. I feel like understanding contouring a bit better, and I'm overall getting better at drawing. It's just, I don't know what that was. I figure drawing. So I was getting better. That was the sketchbook that like I slowly started getting better. Like, I feel like my consistency was really, really doing good on me. And then kind of going back to these drawings, these are not my drawings. I remember during this phase, this is 2013, I was super into Super Hulak. Ironically enough, I don't have any merch from Sherlock, which was my favorite one. And then I have like the most merch from Doctor Who. I actually have a little TARDIS that my friend gave me. I put it right here, and it actually lights up, I think, still. That's very dim. Oh no, I think it's done. Oh, just kidding, it came back to life. You see that? Yay. I'll put that over here. But this is still frame. Yay. But I couldn't have a lot of merch from them. Like, this was in high school, and I drew this in, I think I also drew these in high school. Did I draw these in high school? 2013. Yeah, I guess I did. But I couldn't buy merch because my parents thought it was kind of silly, so I didn't really buy anything, and we didn't really go to Hot Topic, which is where they would sell everything, you know. So I would draw a lot of things, and I would post it on my wall. And so I would post these on my wall, like on my actual like room wall, not like on a wall or on somewhere. And it was a lot of exploring with those drawings. I feel like not only were they like nice to just draw, but I learned a lot of like how to color and how I saw colors based on other people's drawings. And these were all digital art, so like it was just different. It's a different drawing. But later on, like, I also learned how I liked to ink things and just stuff like that, just from drawing and not really caring what, I guess, even though it's bad, like, it's bad to just trace art and post it as your own, which is what I did. Like, I literally posted on Instagram, and on my bio I was like, oh, credit to original artists or whatever, which is like not the best thing you could have done. But I did that, and you know, it is what it is. And I don't even have that Instagram anymore, so it's like I have no benefits from it either, so I'm not like living off of like a lie or something. This is another Inktober drawing. I think that was the last one that I did, actually, and I just stopped. Again, it's not bad. Like, I think I just gave up on it a little too soon and should have given it a little bit more love. And this drawing, I came back to it like 3 times throughout the years. The first one was just like a pencil sketch. Then I had like a fascination with colors. So then I colored it with like colored pencil, and then I came back to darken it with pen. And then this was just a picture I drew on Facebook of a dog. It's just that. My friend's mom actually was like, that's a really nice drawing, and I was like, oh, thanks. And this one was from like a challenge of like, what's your favorite Pokemon. I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know why I was gonna say that. But your favorite Pokemon one was Umbreon, and I just really remember loving this because I was like just enjoying the fact that like, oh, the purples and the blues, it's not just black. But then again, like the watercolor is not the best. As you can see, it's like super, you can see that on my fingers. I don't know. And it's like super chalky. So that's why it doesn't look like super clear and beautimous, but it's okay. That was like an old watercolor sketchbook that I was just trying to like use up, I think, and I like ripped up the pages or something. I don't even know. This is another one. Again, like if it was not noticeable, it's definitely noticeable now. It's like very white. And this one, I think I saw this originally on Instagram or Tumblr. I just read through it. This is the one that really made me like, oh my god, this is like the best drawing in the world, even though I didn't create it. But I had like in and off phases when I would draw a lot, and then I wouldn't draw, and then I just I don't know, like it's so hard to think that like, wow, there was times where I didn't draw. But this I think brought me back to it, because I just liked the way the colors looked, and then like the inking too was like, it's not even like special inking, but I did it with pencil or with pen, and like just the line work, I really enjoyed how that looked. That one was my favorite, as you can tell, because it's laminated with tape. Here's a drawing that I said that I tried recreating but didn't like. And then it goes on to another phase that I had, which was more inking and stuff. I was really into like tattooing art, and I wanted to be a tattoo artist for a really long time, but I let like criticism get me again and kind of destroy that dream instead of just pursuing what I wanted to do. And these were some of the drawings that I had like seen on Pinterest and just kind of like copied them to work on like line work. I feel like my line work was doing really good for a while here. Now I feel like I kind of don't do line work as well anymore. And here's just another drawing that I did. This was a nice phase for me. This one, I don't remember the name of the artist exactly, but I was really, really proud of these drawings because I feel like they looked a lot like them and they weren't traced. I don't think this one was traced. I could be 100% wrong, and it could have been traced. But then I just kind of obsessed with his art, and I think like I still see a lot of this art style in my art today. Like I think honestly, I still see a lot of it. Whenever I draw something new, I feel like I still draw like the eyes that way, the eyelashes, and just like that like kind of darkness around there. Yeah, and I could still see it. I was just really proud of these two, honestly. I even wanted to get this one tattooed on me for a really long time because I was so proud of it. But again, I don't know if that would be right or not because it's not my original art. And there's some more from that Pokemon challenge. This is another one from that artist. I want to say his name. I know his last name is Campbell, but I cannot remember. No, it wasn't. Shoot. Was it? Oh, man, I'm gonna have to like put his name up or something. But yeah, another one of the drawings that I really, really loved. Every time I look at it, I'm so proud of it. And just some more drawings that I just straight up copied. Like, to be so real, to be so honest. And I do not know who the original artist is. This is in 2013. I didn't even know about like what it meant to like steal art and credit people. So that's why a lot of it is just like me just trying to draw and have fun. Like honestly, like to be super honest, like I still do that sometimes. I still look at people's drawings and I'll like draw them. Like I just one that I'm literally doing right now is one of my sketchbooks, because I used to take it as like it's super bad, like I'm gonna get completely canceled and destroyed over, like I'm not gonna be able to create art at all. But at the end of the day, like I'm enjoying art the way I want to enjoy it. I'm not gonna sell these pieces. And then like sometimes I don't have any good ideas in my brain and I just want to color, or I just want to sketch, or I just want to do something, you know, and I just draw and create, and it like explores new things, and maybe I'll like the way something is done. Like for instance, like the line work, this one isn't a good example of it, but that's one of them. And then during that time, a lot of my line work was doing really good. I want to say this was really good, but yeah, like I said, during that time my art was doing really good. And I feel like that's just something you kind of need to get past and just be like, I'm just gonna draw to draw, like I don't care about anything. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Obviously, like don't start selling, you know, don't like sell like your art. Like if I started selling this and said that this was like me, I did this, I wouldn't have respect for myself that way, and I really wouldn't respect someone who also does that. That just doesn't feel right to me. But full transparency, like that's someone else's art, and I had it on my wall and probably posted it on Instagram and just said credits to the original artist. So I am sorry. This is Sherlock Holmes. I did another drawing of him as well, and I really loved his hair, but I don't know where that drawing is like at all. I think I did his hair with like Crayola, and it just looked really nice. Like I was so proud of it, but he still looked very pasty white. Not good. But his hair was really great. That's the only thing I remembered, but I do not know where that drawing is. Maybe one day I'll find it. And again, another drawing from him, Glenn Arthur. I think his name was Glenn Arthur. And I love his artwork, and it's still one of my favorite art. I follow him on Instagram, and I just love seeing his art. And I'm like, oh, I remember that time when I would copy you and draw. You like made me open my excitement to draw, you know. I think that like is part of it too. You find an artist and you're just like, oh, I love that art so much. Over here is, what was behind it? Can I see without ripping it? No. This was like a water pad that I had like 10 sheets on it, and I just drew random stuff. I wanted to do a whole series of these 3, or it's 4, like with all the champions, and then like the little emblem down here. But I did Mifa, and hers did not look good at all, so I gave up and I stopped doing it. I have a Korok. This one's fun. I really like this one. I think I saw like the original thing like on Pinterest, and then I kind of just like simplified it for this. And this is also during the time I watched a lot of Casey Golden, so I just really wanted to get into watercolor, and I just wanted it to do watercolors and stuff like that. And here's that little Yoshi style I said, and I did on Charmander and the Squid. This is fun. This was me planning a tattoo that I wanted, and when I got my tattoo, I wish I hadn't referenced this just to kind of look at it like, oh yeah, I remember, like I wanted to create a tattoo, but it's okay. This is $1 watercolor that I literally got from Dollar Tree, and I was just having fun one day. I told my husband, I just want to get this palette. I want to see what's going on, like even if it's really crappy, like I just want to use it. So I did use it, and this is the whole palette because it got like very mushy and very like thick. So I just started layering it on here, and I really like how it looks. It's textured. It's I don't know if I got it under my nails, but it's, I don't know, I just think it looks cool. Then you're drawing Jensen Ackles, and it doesn't look much like Jensen Ackles. I don't think so. His eyes are like a little weird. Like I feel like if I didn't tell you it was Jensen Ackles, maybe you wouldn't have thought it was Jensen Ackles. But I followed a tutorial on Drago Art for this one. And this was also used with really bad watercolor. Oh, you can see it that much. You can see it on the side. Yay! And I wanted to do like a series of flowers, of like different flowers, and then like draw someone with it. Like this one, like, she has it in her eye. This one had like on her lips, and like purple eyes. But I did not like how this one came out, and I just think it might have been the fact that the watercolor was really bad, or me just starting off was really bad, that I didn't like it at all. And I just was like, I'm not gonna draw anymore. For who knows how long. And then over here, this is kind of noticeable. This was on the other page that I just covered. It was just some random pen marks and stuff. And then I wrote a story once, and it had like this specific piece of jewelry. It's just like a little necklace, and one of the main characters, her name was Dahlia. And I just like always planned, I was like, this is gonna be ruby, this is gonna be emerald, and then like silver, and then I don't know what that top part was gonna be, but I was like, I want to make this into its own piece of jewelry. And here was just me playing with like oil pastels. Yeah, I got them from like Walmart or something. Here was me just playing with that pen that I had earlier. I like this one the most. I think this one's nice. This was an inappropriate drawing, so I just got rid of it. Now here's me trying to draw something from like Dress Up Girl games. Like I really liked, like I just wanted to practice drawing like figures, and I thought that the best figures were from Dress Up games. which they're not, then, well, I don't know. Maybe they are, but they're very cartoony. So, I don't know. I didn't finish it because I could not align the feet, I guess. I don't know if I did her feet first, and then I just couldn't align it to the rest of the body or what's going on. But I will highlight that hand. Looks fantastic. Go ahead and highlight that for a little bit. I think it looks great. I don't know if that the mic caught that, but that was me, like my stomach grumbling. So after this, I'm gonna go eat a meal. But here is another phase. Like, it's fun seeing these because like they're different phases. These, I think, moving forward are 2019 and above, besides some like clip-ins in there. But this one was my first time using alcohol markers, and with that being said, the alcohol markers were from like Wish as well, but it was like a pack of them, and they only had like the chisel nib and like the bullet nib, so I don't have many colors, but I really started liking them. And this is not originally mine, and then neither is this one. But this one actually gave their credit, and it's graphic artery. I'm not sure, but that's the name. And I just wanted to play with alcohol markers and kind of get used to them. So that's why it's like that random person's art instead of like me creating something, because then I would have to create something, and I was not good at creating anything. So I just wanted to use the alcohol markers. The test page. Here's just in one alert. Just one alert? I don't know. But this was originally his drawing. Then here's dog milk. And I really like this one because it was alcohol markers, but then also adding the colored pencil to it really kind of brought it together too. Like, and then I don't know, this one I was just very proud of because I was like, it just looks good. Like, creating this piece was fun, I guess I can say. Ultimately, it wasn't just like it looks good at the end, but it's also the fact that I really enjoyed making this piece, and it made me love art. It was like a good art day. And then this one kind of tore it down because I did not like how it came out. This one is from Jacqueline Durion. Well, I probably said that wrong, so I do apologize. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this art in particular, and I really liked it too. But I was trying to do like a different sketchy style, more copying her that way, with different types. I think it's, I don't know what I used, to be honest, as like to color it, because it looks very like almost watercolor, but like dry brushing it. I don't know. I also take like huge inspiration from her because I really like how she does like her eyes and stuff. I should be following her on Instagram. I don't know, because like I restarted my Instagram for whatever reason. So I follow some people there that I used to and some that I don't. Like, I just kind of forget who I follow or not. This is Silver Crystal. I really loved how this one was another fun drawing that I did. Like, the process of it was really fun. Just like the glowing of it, the bright yellow, the neons and stuff. And every time I see it, I'm like, I need to draw something with neons, and I don't. This one was with watercolor, and then you can see like the paper just did not like watercolor. This is from Manasupu. And this was me trying to draw myself in like a, you know, self-portrait. Another self-portrait that I tried drawing. As you can see, they're very different, and like those do not look like the same person. I just had like some issues. I could not draw myself for a really long time. And these are from like, these were the paintings that I did with that $1 watercolor, and I think they look pretty nice. Over here I was trying to do like the cartoon version of the Powerpuff Girls, and then like a real version of the Powerpuff Girls. I never finished it. This is from a game. Oh, just barking. I do apologize. Alright, sorry about the barking. If there's more barking, I'll just kind of cut it out, I think. We'll see. But this one's from a game, AFK Arena. There's like, they have a lot of really cool looking characters. The game's okay, but like they have a lot of cool looking characters. This one is another drawing that I did something I would have never done on my own art. Honestly, that's like the blue glowing off of it. And sometimes it's just good to look through your sketchbooks and be like, wow, like I would have never done that. And then you want to add it to like one of your drawings maybe, or just something. Like her skin is gray, but like just that pop of blue is really nice too. Oops, an oopsie page. Over here I was trying to do that drawing with waffles challenge where she gets like all her, like all the reds, and then she does something with it, but I just really did not do a good job. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go on through that. And then this one was from my first drawing I did in 2017. It says right here, I think the shading was nice, but maybe too many sharp lines around the teeth. Yeah, I guess so. And her hair eyebrows looks brushed. I still remember that drawing. I really enjoyed it. I need to readjust myself. Okay. I really enjoyed that drawing. I thought it looked really good compared to like having a slump or something. I don't know. I just remember that being like a very fresh start of just drawing a lot more. And this just 2017, you know, I don't know. And then this one is when I started drawing more figure studies. So this was from like literally Line of Action. And I really liked how it looked. And I wanted to do something more with it. So I started this, the Zodiac series. So this is the first one that started it. And I had to censor it out because it's just like figure studying. So this is another one from that one. This is Aquarius. And I have this drawing. I used to draw it all the time. I don't know where the original one, because it's like a tiny little one that I had. Whoops. And I would just draw that everywhere. And it was just, it didn't even look like this. It was more like it was like a heart. I don't know if that'll capture. Can you see that? It was like a heart, and it had like tears, but then it had like ribs, I believe. And then I had like the thing. I don't remember. I don't think that's what it looked like now that I think about it. It's okay. And then more like the Zodiac series with figure drawings. I think I was really progressing during this time of just drawing. I think here, like I feel like I was actually like going somewhere. I don't know if this will get, if this is so bad. Should I cover this? I don't know. I'll cover it just in case. But I feel like, I don't know, like my art looked like it was arting, you know, it was doing its job. And then this is the last one that I was gonna do, and I never finished it, which it looks like it was going good. I don't know why I just stopped it, unfortunately. And then this was done, this one, because this was in January, and then this is in December. Like, I feel like there wasn't a lot of progress made between, or like any differences made. And I wonder now if like I had drawn very consistently, how would everything have looked? Here's another drawing that I did for with the $1 watercolors to just layer them on there. Like, this boy is thick, it's fun, I don't know, it's just fun things. The same from like that first sketchbook that I did. And yep, it was Bud. The word was Bud because I was following a challenge. I guess I should have clarified that. So it gave me like a thing to draw every single day, and that's what one of the days was. And this I know was like the prompt was fairy lights. And then this one was like all sorts of mess. I wanted to, this is not originally mine, but I wanted to do gold leaf, and like the gold leaf was not sticking on properly, so that made me upset. And then I had like messed up some stuff on her face too. So I was just kind of like, oh, this drawing, I'm not even gonna name it, I'm not gonna sign it, it's just whatever. And then this drawing is from LB Draws. I think it was fun drawing it too, but now that I look at it, I don't think I would. I don't know. This one was fun. This one was just drawn with ink, and I still really like this one. I thought it I just really like it. Then we have some Inktober stuff. These were Inktober's. This is actually my little niece, and yeah, there's just some drawings. This is not originally mine too, but like I said, I just wanted to draw, I think. And this is with like a watercolor brush or something, I don't know. This isn't the heart that I was talking about, but I think this is the one that I was confusing it with, but it didn't look like that. And then this one, I follow like an eye tutorial, and I like had this picture framed and everything for a really long time too, because I was so proud of it. And just an oopsie page, another oopsie page. I don't know, I have like the months That's funny. And this one, I don't know what I was testing, like watercolors or something. But this isn't originally my drawing either. I just don't like it either. This is from Kurumi's Doodles. I wanted to draw as well. This is from Electra. And I was playing with like a brush pen in this one. Oh, and then I can kind of like skim through the next couple of pages. Because I guess this is 2020. So it's like a whole new like chapter in life, I guess. But I could actually gone to the library and like rented out a book, checked out a book about art. And so I was just kind of going through it. I don't know the name of the book. Did I write it down? Let's see. Drawing the Nude, Structure, Anatomy, and Observation. So that was the name of the book. But yeah, this is just kind of me going through the book and going through it, because like I said, I never really formally learned how to draw. So I was like, oh, maybe this will help me out a little bit to draw. And I think it was fun, but I didn't really go through the whole thing because it started getting too wordy, and I was just like, I don't want to keep reading this. Here, over there. I don't know. This is like a ghost of something. I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera. I shouldn't say camera. It's like just my iPhone, but I don't know if that picks anything up. But it's a little ghost, just like going like this. And then over here is just a drawing from someone. I don't know who the original creator is. A little bit more of the figure studies. Wow. Blank page. I think this is like the finished drawing of the other drawing that I have in my notebook, sketchbook. And some hand studies. This is right here. What even are hands? Another drawing that I tried doing. And then here was Yappa's eye tutorial. Like I literally followed her stuff to do her eyes. And I think I actually like really use this art style still a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Well, again, here was me trying to figure out how to do my art writing. Yeah, because I think I saw Payapa's, like the way she does it. Hers is like her actual name. I don't know if that's her name, Payapa or Pipa. Oh my god. Sorry if I'm not saying it correctly. But then I wanted to have like something like an actual style. Like I keep going bouncing back and forth. So I wanted to actually create something. And so I ended up, this is like the final ones that I do. And I do use that a lot before I was married. And now that I'm married, I thought I was just going to take my husband's name, but I ended up still keeping my name. So now it's like an A, a C, and an I together. But that is the final one. And then these are like the ending drawings. But this was, I still feel like I use a lot of this style where I just kind of like sketch around and stuff like that. But I really loved how this one looked. This was me at my brother's house, and he told me what I should draw. He said some mountains and Tracer from Overwatch. You can still kind of see like Payapa's eyes here. Oh my god, I feel so bad if I'm saying her name wrong. Oh no, this page is horrible. I was trying to draw a dog, but I guess I just forgot how dogs look. That's horrible. I'm more exploring that like line sketchy drawingness. And then over here I have I was originally gonna do like gesso, but I didn't know what gesso was, and I thought it was just acrylic, so I just put some acrylic of like not even that thick. It was pretty like just a line of acrylic so I can draw on it, right? And it like cracked, and I don't know why, but I really liked it. So then I drew something on it, and I don't know what it was that made it crack or what material I even used so I can replicate it. And here's some thumbnailing of that. That was either going to be an eyeball or like some drippy plants, and I went with the eyeball. And then this is the final page, and it says, "Where will you be next time?" And this is actually a picture of my room, and it's my closet that was always open, and that would always upset my mom. And with like my computer, because I always had the computer on my bed. They had like little hangers outside, and it was just, this is my room. But where will I be next time? I'm here in my own house, my own apartment, with my dog sleeping on the couch. with her mouth open, looking super cozy, super comfy. And with my husband. I have a husband now. Like, what is this, 2020 me? Okay, I had a boyfriend then, but like, that's where I'm at right now. And this is what I learned. I learned just draw. This is just a sketchbook. I am the only one who has to see it. I can do whatever I want. Delete social media. Don't compare yourself to others. Just do what you want. And I feel like that's what really hindered my art journey, was that I feel like I needed to post it and then like I wouldn't get likes, and then I would delete my Instagram and I create a new one. I feel like in my lifetime I probably had like 3 art Instagrams that I just keep going on and off, because I kept comparing myself to people instead of using other people's art to inspire me and to help me grow. And the reflection is, since I started this sketchbook, well, I don't know, that is 7 years ago, or no, just years ago, and I finally finished it. I went through a journey of discovery from my art. I did a lot of copying and ended up loving my art again, and I am motivated to draw and create whatever I want. So if you take anything from the sketchbook, is to honestly just create. Just do art. Like, at the end of the day, if you want to post it, you know. Studies are studies. Looking at other people's art, creating from it. I'm actually, like I said, I'm doing that now, and I've been enjoying art again, and I've stopped comparing myself to so many people online, and I am creating this YouTube channel to kind of get over that fear, because I don't want to be scared of doing something that I love, and I don't think you should be either. So whether if it's just to create and you just want to create art, it doesn't have to be posted. That's totally fine. If you do want to post and you want that to make that a career with you, let's do this together. I also hope one day I can, you know, create this as a career. But ultimately, I just want to create art that I really enjoy, have my own style, something that I can just sit down and draw to, and I always feel like I have to look up a reference, and just enjoy it, enjoy the journey. And like I said, there's some drawings in here that that's all it was. It was just me enjoying the journey. Even if like the piece wasn't that great, I still really enjoyed it. And that's just what I do, and bring joy back into art. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this rant, this very long video. Even if it's just in the background, I hope you still enjoy my company. I enjoyed your company, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me.